Hi, passionate Rangers FC fans. Welcome to Rangers Update, your dedicated source for all things Rangers. Before we dive in, we want to express our gratitude for your unwavering support. If you bleed blue, don't forget to subscribe. Smash that like button and let's strengthen our community. Now, let's get into the latest updates. A hearty welcome to our new followers. Your backing means the world to us. What be? Let's get to the news. There's a new face in Glasgow, and it's one that's sure to get tongues wagging across the Scottish Premiership. None other than Harry Maguire. Aye, the very same centre-back who's been at the heart of English football debates for years, has signed for Rangers. It's no just a signing, it's a statement. From Old Trafford to Ibrox, the big man's making a move that's as bold as it is unexpected. Think about it. This is a player who's captained Manchester United, stood firm under relentless scrutiny, and worn the England badge with pride. Now he's walking into Ibrox with the weight of expectation and the fire of a Pointe proof. Some will call it a fall from grace, others a fresh start. But one thing's certain, Scottish football's just been handed a dose of Premier League pedigree, and it could shift the power dynamic in the league in ways we've not seen in years. Rangers fans have been crying out for reinforcements at the back, and Maguire ticks more than a few boxes. At 6'4", he's a colossus in the air, and his experience at the highest level can't be understated. He's played Champions League nights under the brightest lights, and now he'll be feeling the roar of the Ibrox crowd on European evenings where legends are made. There's no doubt that this move is as much about character as it is about quality. The lad's taken more stick than most footballers would ever stomach, but he's never shirked, never hid. That resilience, pure grit if you like, is exactly what Rangers need as they look to reclaim their dominance. With Celtic breathing down their necks and Hearts looking lively, this season's no stroll. But with Maguire marshalling the defense, there's a renewed sense of steel that could make all the difference. Now let's talk tactics, shall we? Michael Beale, or whoever's at the helm by the time the season kicks off, is getting a player who's tailor-made for the demands of Scottish football. Maguire might not be the quickest across the turf, but in a league where set pieces, aerial duels, and last-ditch blocks often define matches, he's exactly what you'd want. Rangers struggled at times last season with defensive lapses, especially against teams who weren't afraid to get stuck in. Well, with Maguire in there, you're looking at a wall. He's no just a booted, clear kind of defender either. Despite what the memes and Twitter chatter will tell you, Maguire can play. His passing range is decent, and he's comfortable carrying the ball out from the back. Ibrox demands bravery, not just physical but mental, and the big man's got both in spades. But what does this mean for the dressing room? It's no every day you bring in a player who's worn the captain's armband at one of the world's biggest clubs. Maguire's presence alone can lift standards. Younger lads in the squad will be looking to him for leadership, for that edge that separates the good from the great. And let's not forget, this is a World Cup semi-finalist we're talking about. He's faced the best strikers on the planet and come out on top. That sort of experience can't be bought easily, and for Rangers to land him, it's a masterstroke. The dressing room, which at times last year looked a wee bit fractured, now gets a jolt of maturity and professionalism. When you've got someone like Maguire barking orders at the back, everyone stands a bit taller. It sends a message to Celtic, Aberdeen, and every other club. Rangers are mean in business. Of course, there'll be doubters. That comes with the territory. Some will say he's past it, that his best days are behind him. Others will question whether he can handle the intensity of the Scottish game with its relentless pace and physicality. But let's be honest, Scottish football needs characters like Maguire. For all the criticism he's taken, he's never lashed out or pointed fingers. He's kept his head down and cracked on. That kind of mentality is gold dust. And for him, personally, this is a chance to rebuild, to remind folk of why Manchester United paid $80 million for him in the first place. Maybe he's not that player anymore. Maybe he never quite lived up to the fee. But that doesn't mean he can't be a dominant force in a Rangers shirt. And if he silences a few critics along the way, well, that's just a cherry on top. Financially, this move also speaks volumes. Rangers aren't throwing money around like some oil-rich clubs, but they've shown they're willing to invest wisely. If Maguire's wages are being covered in a sensible way, it shows a strategic vision, balance in. ambition with sustainability. For Maguire, taking a wage cut or accepting a new challenge outside the Premier League shows he's no here just for the paycheck. He wants to play. He wants to win. And that hunger, that's what the Ibrox faithful live for. They'll back him to the hilt if he shows that commitment on the pitch. And if he bags a goal against Celtic, you can bet he'll be a cult hero by breakfast. The financial side of the game matters, but passion and pride are what makes this sport sing. Maguire's arrival feels like a blend of both, and that's rare these days. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. From a media perspective, this signing is already generating buzz across both sides of the border. Sky Sports, TalkSport, BBC, they're all talking about it. And that's good news for Scottish football. For too long, the game up here has been overlooked, treated as second fiddle to England's glitz and glamour. But moves like this turn heads. They make people pay attention. And maybe, just maybe, it'll tempt other Premier League talents and make the jump. Rangers have set a precedent. Come to Ibrox, revive your career, and play in front of some of the most passionate fans in Europe. The league benefits, the players benefit, and the fans get a better product. Everyone wins. And for Maguire, it's a fresh narrative, a chance to shift the conversation from bloopers to bravery, from ridicule to redemption. What'll be interesting to watch is how he adapts to the culture. Glasgow's no Manchester. It's its own beast entirely. The passion, the tribalism, the pressure, it's relentless, but also it's electric. If he embraces it, if he understands what it means to wear that blue shirt, he'll be loved like few others. The fans don't ask for perfection, they ask for heart. Fight for every ball, back your teammates, and never hide when things get tough. That's the standard. Maguire's shown he's up for a scrap before. He's no stranger to adversity. Now it's about channeling that fight into something beautiful. Something that could end in silverware, in history, and immortality. Because at Rangers, it's not just about winning, it's about the manner in which you do it. And if he gets that into his bones, he'll be fine. There'll be fireworks in the stands, debates on the terraces, and pundits shouting down microphones across the land. That's the magic of a big signing. It stirs the pot, gets people talking. And Harry Maguire, for better or worse, gets people talking. But this is his chance to flip the script. Take that noise, that chaos, and turn it into applause. Rangers needed a centre-back with authority, with presence, and they've got one. The question now is how he'll write this new chapter. Will it be a brief cameo or the start of something truly iconic? Time will tell. But one thing's certain, when Maguire steps onto that Ibrox pitch for the first time, the noise will be deafening. And in that moment, all the doubts, the memes, the mistakes, they won't matter. All that matters is what comes next. So here we are, a new season on the horizon, a new leader in the backline, and a renewed sense of belief in the Rangers camp. Maguire's arrival isn't just a transfer, it's a signal, a rallying cry, that the Light Blues are ready to go toe-to-toe with anyone, anywhere, that they're building not just for today, but for a future where Ibrox is feared once more. Across Europe, for Maguire, it's a fresh canvas. For Rangers, it's a bold brushstroke. And for Scottish football, it might just be the jolt it needs to command attention once again. So strap yourselves in, lads and lasses. This season's shaping up to be one for the ages. And if Maguire finds his rhythm in that blue jersey, we might just be witnessing one of the most unexpected comebacks in British football. Let the games begin. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.